Hello, hi. Very good afternoon to everybody joining me on Facebook Live. Selamat petang, 大家下午好。今天呢，我来到这一个waterfront. Today I've arrived at our Kuching waterfront. Saya sekarang di tepi sungai waterfront sini. Dapat tengok kita punya Dewan Undangan Negeri yang cantik sekali. Tapi yang saya mau introduce sama anda semua this afternoon, what I want to introduce to you this afternoon is something okay. I want to bring you to our Sarawak Craft Council. Our Sarawak Craft Council. No, sorry. I want to bring you to next to our Sarawak Craft Council, Restaurant Budaya Sarawak. Restaurant Budaya. I want to bring you to this Restaurant Budaya Sarawak. Let's go. I bring you to see something interesting. Come. Yes. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Good.
Wow, this is Dine on Clay. Something nice to eat in here? Hi, Jared.
Hi.
Hi. I just brought my Facebook Live friends on Facebook Live to come and visit
the exhibition.
the exhibition. But it says here Restaurant Budaya Sarawak, and it says here Dine on Clay. Oh, what do you have to eat today?
This is during the weekends.
Yeah?
Dining experience during the weekend.
During the weekend, huh?
Yes.
So you actually have a dining experience?
Yes.
During the weekends?
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday?
Correct. Both.
Saturday and Sunday, we come here, we have food to eat. Okay, so what do you have today? If you have nothing to eat, what do you have today?
The exhibition.
Exhibition. Huh?
Workshops.
Come, let's go and have a look at the exhibition.
Come.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is. Oh yeah.
That's good.
I've scanned already. Yeah.
Just now you came in already.
Yes. I've scanned. Yeah. So, yeah.
This is
That's it.
Tucson.
Hi, Tucson. How are you? Yeah.
Great.
I brought my Facebook Live in here. My
okay.
friends on Facebook. I'm bringing them all in here. Yes, and Dr. Elizabeth. Franca. Dr. Franca.
Hi.
Dr. Franca.
Hello.
Yeah. Where do you come from, Dr. Franca?
I'm from England originally, but I've been working
Yeah.
on projects related to the Sarawak Museum for the last 20 years.
Ah, but your name Franca. Franca
Italian.
doesn't sound British. Yeah.
Italian.
Italian.
Named after the girlfriend of an Italian gangster on the BBC.
Oh, we're the daughter of a gangster.
Mechanic.
It's all in Italy, very far away. No? Hi, Jared.
Hi,
Thank you for inviting me here this afternoon. And we have Mia.
My name is Mia.
Mia. Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'm one of the artists representing this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure our friends here would love to see all your exhibits. Yeah. Yeah. All the pieces that you have put together in this exhibition. Oh, this looks interesting. I mean, I can imagine this at my bedside. You know, this thing here. It's interesting.
This is made from local
Yeah.
clay, right?
Yeah.
It's the terracotta.
Yeah. Oh, local clay. What do you mean by local clay?
It's actually clay collected locally.
Clay from behind my back. Yeah.
We'll go and try and see.
Local clay.
Sourced
Yeah?
locally.
Oh,
Local.
I
From
see.
the local factories, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure you have done something to this clay. It looks so clean and nice.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just
It is kind
tapis
of
it,
processed.
it's
Yeah.
processed,
Oh,
so
process
that we
it.
remove all those big stones and everything.
Yeah.
Because if we don't,
And the dirt and the rubbish and
not really dirt and rubbish,
No.
more organic matter.
Yeah, you
Okay.
dig down deep
Beautiful.
and it not got too much rubbish in it.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Not on the surface, it's
Yeah.
always at least 2 feet below.
Yeah, that's interesting coming from an archaeologist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
I would thought thousands of years people have buried a lot of stuff underneath as well, you know, rubbish.
But the clay is natural and it forms even lower than where the humans reach.
Yeah.
But we have in Sarawak we have the biggest deposit of clay
Yeah.
in this region. in this region. Yeah.
No plastics underneath?
No, no. We're pretty
Very
unpolluted.
In those days, I guess people don't just simply throw plastics, bottles and
Didn't exist
plastic
yet.
bags and all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like
That
what we
clay
do
has
now.
been forming for thousands and thousands of
Thousands,
years, even
yeah.
before we had our plastics.
Right.
So it forms naturally because it's like sedimentary. So as it flows, it forms layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, let's have a look, see what you have. Yeah.
I think periodically we have workshops.
Yeah.
For weekdays, actually, we conduct workshops, which
Yeah.
we have this here. It's a junior archaeology station
Yeah.
for our little junior, so that they can have some activities involving dirt and clay.
Right.
Do they have to
Yeah.
register or something?
Yes, it's on pre-register.
Also, the parents will have to register online.
Correct.
Online,
We have, yeah. we
and
have-
then they can bring their kids in here
yeah,
and
join.
become archaeologists
Yes, correct.
for a few minutes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, parents out there, please go online.
Yeah.
And what do they have to press to go online?
They can go to Garden Craft Co. Either Facebook or Instagram. Find out
Garden
Garden
craft.
craft.
Garden craft. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah. Garden craft. Yeah. Garden craft co.
Garden Craft Co.
Yeah. Garden craft
All
co.
the information will be there.
Right. Go to Garden Craft Co. 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 And
Find out more.
yeah, that's
regarding
the one. Eh?
The workshop and the
Workshop, talks and demo.
It's right there.
Yeah. Right. It's all here. Yeah. Okay. This one will be good. Yeah.
When you scan that.
Just catch it and they'll just scan this, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, parents, register your children, come and have fun. Yeah, this corner, there's a lot of archaeological
activities.
archaeological
Find
artifacts.
your own,
artifacts here. Yeah, get your kids to find them.
We have to dig.
Right. Yes. Okay, let's. Yeah. So this is where I start, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes.
This is
So-
where
Yeah.
we display.
Yeah, this area is actually to show what we
Yep.
have in the studio. For example, we have workshops to do potter's wheel and also hand building. This is normally the package that we have at the studio at the Garden Craft.
Maybe just now you're
Yeah.
wondering why we have this.
Yeah.
It's actually from the beating.
So you have to beat the pots and pans as well.
Correct.
Yeah, so to
That's how
behave
you
themselves.
actually create the design. But as what doctor was saying, you need to beat the clay bowl
Yeah.
into the shapes that you want. So you just keep on beating and the design will be there.
Yeah.
We have different types
And these beaters, they looks very brilliant.
This one is actually from Ivan
Yeah,
culture,
this
right?
is Ivan. This
Yeah.
is
Ivan
carved by
culture.
Pak Anna.
Yeah, carved by Pak Anda. He's from Batang,
I
Ulu
see.
Batang Ai.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
each
see.
of these design actually has its own name.
right.
Yeah.
From the creator of these feathers, yeah.
So
Right,
if you
right.
want the no pattern one, then you have the
Yeah.
no pattern one.
Oh, this is the no pattern. Yeah.
It's like a
They
pedal.
look like billion to me.
This
Yeah,
billion?
probably.
It is billion, yeah.
This one is billion opener lah.
Durian opener, that's the one I've been looking for. Yeah.
Really?
Stanley.
I never seen one before. Yeah, so when I found this from
Yeah.
in the studio, this is what I get to create. So maybe it looks like normal to you. Do you
Yeah.
think it's easy to make this one? What do you think?
I thought with the squeeze of my hand and the press of my thumb, I can get it done.
No, actually it takes process and some studies and observation to
Yeah.
create such.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
So
lot-
this
a
one
lot.
I use this tool
Yeah.
to press it, but because it has shrink.
Shrinkage already.
Yeah, so you can see the difference.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. Do you know what it is for?
For chili sauce?
Yes, correct.
Oh, well, at least I got it right
Chili and ketchup,
for
yes.
once. For once I got something right. Yeah, and this is durian opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's Sarawak white clay
Yes.
with
Yeah.
transparent glaze.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from our local clay, we created a series of dinnerware for our dine on clay experience.
So every
Yeah.
piece has been designed together with the chef
Yeah.
Right.
and our archaeologist.
Yeah.
This
The
is
design
the
itself
design.
is inspired by.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
So
see
this one is actually very, very. This is a small
Yeah.
version of a vessel that was found in the 1960s in Khere at Nia.
Right.
It's a slightly more extreme form, but the basic style is the same.
This one in particular, we are using a terracotta clay.
Terracotta.
Yeah, and high fire. That's why.
And
it's,
Very dark, the
Yeah.
iron.
why do you call it terracotta clay?
It's the name of the clay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Terracotta.
It just means it's Italian for cooked earth.
Oh, Italian.
Terra,
Terra.
Terra
and
is soil.
cotta, cooked.
Okay.
Italian gangster.
Okay, you can try. We have plenty more.
Plenty of the replica.
Oh, but this is high firing, right?
Yeah,
so
it's
it
high
will not
fire.
crack that easily.
Yeah,
Right.
Actually, if you drop it on this floor, right,
Yeah.
it might chip, but you'll bounce.
Yeah.
Is it?
Especially if you at this side of the floor.
Oh,
Because it's very high fire. It's
Yeah.
fired
High fire.
at 1,230 to 40.
I see.
To 40
Oh,
degrees
which means that it's very hot.
Yeah, it withstands dishwasher, microwave, and
Yeah.
very durable.
Yeah.
Hear
Right,
the thing?
Yeah.
And for this piece, actually, it's
Marble
sand-
clay.
Yeah, create a marble effect.
So I sandwiched
Sandwich white
white clay
with
and terracotta
mix.
clay together.
Wow.
But
That's
the terracotta
interesting.
wasn't pure, it was mixed with a bit of white clay as well.
Yeah.
Because terracotta shrinks a lot,
Right.
compared to white clay.
That's interesting. Yeah.
You
Well,
see the-
just yeah.
See the swirl.
Oh yeah. 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 I just had ice cream with this. Yeah, and the ice cream tastes delicious.
It's from
Yeah.
3T ice.
Come over, my friends out there. Come over. We have just gone through a small section, and we've got one whole room here to go through. So, my friends out there, come over to this to the waterfront, and visit our what do you call this?
This is naked pottery exhibition, raw clay of Sarawak.
Come again?
It's titled Naked.
Naked.
Naked raw clay of Sarawak
Yes.
at Restaurant Budaya Sarawak
That's some
from 6th to 20th of March.
6th to 20th of
Yes, we have over than a week.
My friends
The
out there.
poster is right there actually.
Right. Okay. So this is the
Yeah.
naked raw clay of Sarawak. And during the weekend, you can actually dine here.
Yes, correct. So we have
Right,
two
right.
sessions from 4 to 6 or 8 to 10.
4 to 6 p.m., 8 to 10 p.m.
Yes.
And you have to book, I suppose, yeah.
Yes, have to book because it's a
Yeah.
limit. We have limited space.
Right,
20
right.
packs per session because of the SOP.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. There's
And-
something for you, my friends out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have to book, okay? You cannot just walk in. There'll be a lot of people on the queue. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Right. What is this?
Oh, vessels.
There's a storyline behind it.
Yeah.
So this is the Tree of Life.
Tree of life.
And on the Tree of Life, there are 7 forbidden fruit.
Uh-huh.
2 of the fruits have been eaten by Adam and Eve, and the rest dropped, so left 5.
Okay. Right. Yeah, interesting. Yeah,
There's vessels which you can use
Oh,
for maybe ice cream.
yeah.
What's the design? Is
Interesting.
it based on peanuts or what? It looks peanut to me. Sorry.
Pomegranate.
It does look like peanut.
Is it a peanut design?
I just did the design. I didn't
I think it's nice.
Yeah.
But it's local glaze, right?
local.
Okay.
Yeah. What is this supposed to mean?
Actually,
Yes, sir.
that is the first prototype to create those sculpture.
Right.
Yeah. So actually we have no idea what it is. We just
Yeah,
just
okay.
create, but then
Yeah.
seem like it doesn't suit the theme. So then we come up with that one. This one is clay
Nabila.
ball. Yeah, belongs to Nabila
Nabila.
and Nabila Abdullah.
From Ellie.
Nabila Abdullah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's working
Wow.
under Sarawak Craft Council, right?
Okay.
Yes, and this one we can use it as a to what do you call that? Diffuser,
Diffuser
for essential oils.
Oh.
How does it work? Because this is
just-
porous,
Yeah.
so it absorbs. And when it absorbs, it will
Yeah.
really slowly. So imagine these
Yeah.
balls, you can like soak it
Yeah.
in essential oil and just leave it in your living room.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Part of the
interesting.
interior decor.
Yeah, that's interesting. And this
my
one, this is
This one comes from one of Nabila's interns.
Nabila.
She
Yeah,
graduated.
okay. Chongka.
Chongka.
Chongka. Yes.
She graduated
From Unimas
from Unimas
Oh.
in ceramics.
in
Right.
ceramics. So
Interest-
this is her first exhibition.
Wow, this piece of work is also very fine and very
this,
nice.
This beads was
Fired?
fired in Batang Air.
oh, fired as well. Huh?
Yeah, use wooden
Looks like some
wood,
kind of fruit.
wood firing. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. Right. And Jared,
Yes.
I've seen in Facebook that you've got this piece here. Wow, it's
I
yeah.
have three pieces here.
Oh, three.
Three pieces
Right,
here.
okay.
Yeah. This one is called the flight of the hornbill.
The flight of the hornbill.
Yeah,
This is nice. You look at the facial features here. Wow, this is very very nicely done.
Very fine.
Yeah, and the fingers.
Yeah, fingers.
Yeah. Oh, this is very nicely done.
I actually wanted to give that feeling of anti-gravitational pull, like it's dancing,
Yeah.
and it's like jumping out, and the whole piece is actually supported by the skirt. The skirt is very thin, so
Yeah.
you can actually put your hand through. So it gives people a feeling of she's jumping up, and her finger.
Why would you want to put your fingers through somebody's skirt?
No.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to actually create some.
You're naughty. You're
Yeah, I'm
naughty.
naughty,
You're
I'm
a very
naughty.
naughty artist. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to actually. It takes a lot of layers and layers of time to actually carve it out, and it can
Right.
actually stand on the skirt.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the thing that I want to try. Yeah, and this one is called.
Don't ever teach.
Okay.
Don't ever teach my friends out there. Everybody will be trying to put their hands under the skirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll freak out even if you come close the finger. Because
Oh
it's very
yeah.
fine.
No. Don't touch it.
Yeah. If you see
You
here,
break
it's
the
actually
fingers,
the
yeah.
head of the hornbill.
Yeah.
The head of the hornbill. So
Right.
I want to depict.
Yeah.
Oh, hornbill.
Yeah. This is a hornbill too. This is a hornbill as well.
This
Wow,
one
this is you see the face, the features on the face.
it's actually targeting
This
the
is
prey.
very.
This is orang Ulu.
Wow,
Penang.
wow, your works are very fine, Jared.
Thank you. It took me about
that's
a
all
year to actually carve it.
Wow,
Yeah.
you must be a very patient man.
Yeah, kind of like forced into it. Because when you do clay work, you need to be a lot patient.
This one too. I like the facial
It's
features.
called healing hands. It's
Yeah,
healing the
hands.
hornbill.
Yeah, healing the hornbill.
The hornbill is sick and he's healing it.
Right. That's,
But it's also Penang.
yeah.
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 These are
banana.
especially
Okay.
difficult to make because they defy gravity.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
they overhang. So
Right.
when you heat it up, basically the clay turns a bit soft, and so it will actually break.
fell down.
Yeah, so they
Right.
it's quite hard to make them
Especially this
suspended.
Especially this one because it's
Yeah.
especially this one because it's like protruding out. Yeah, it's like protruding out like, at the
Even
angle.
the lady, you see how she bends backwards. So if you do
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
make it properly, what happens? It will just collapse while firing, and the whole thing
Yeah.
will be just gone.
True.
So we need a lot of patience.
Yes. I can see that. I'm not that patient.
Those are the three types of.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, the clay.
Three
the
types of clay.
So this will be white.
This is the
clay.
terracotta.
Correct. This
Right.
is the mix.
I've learned. I'm slowly learning to.
Mix.
This is mixed clay,
This is white.
white clay.
After firing one time, bisque.
This looks black.
After it's fired, it will become white.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because the organics inside make it brown, big grayish.
Oh, white clay.
Yes.
Black clay becomes white clay.
Grey clay
firing.
after firing becomes sorry. So about 750 degrees, it will become this color.
I see.
And this one is called batu lemak. We collected during our trip.
Nasi lemak?
Batu lemak.
Batu lemak.
Fat
Yeah.
stone.
Fatty stone.
Fatty stone.
Yeah.
Why is it called
And we
Stones,
collected this from our Batang Air trip,
Yeah.
and then the local actually
Roast it?
yeah, roast it and use it as a replacement of butter.
Ah.
Yeah, they
Butter.
spread and eat
Yeah.
them.
Especially with.
You
when
mean these
makan
these
sireh.
rocks will exude oil?
No, because
Butter?
it's very very fine.
Yeah.
So when you actually you can test it if you put some water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you rub, it's very smooth.
Very smooth.
Yeah, very
It's
very
like
smooth.
clay, right?
Yeah.
It's very
It
very
has
fine
like-
clay.
And when you taste it, it's like butter.
No, it tastes like smooth.
Okay.
It doesn't taste like butter.
Maybe it tastes like toothpaste, similar to
Yeah,
Toothpaste.
maybe lah.
Okay,
But
okay.
I didn't
Alright.
like eat it lah.
They eat from it.
Okay.
They eat from it.
Yeah.
Wow, these are.
This-
Vast there is from Batam.
Yeah, this one in particular, we had one day that we collected
Yeah.
some clay from roadside.
Careful,
in Batam.
careful. This one is
Don't
cracked.
worry, this
one
is this is
cracked.
my creation, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we don't have
This
to
I'm
say,
so
right?
confident in like
If it
putting
drop,
it.
you don't have to
Don't
pay.
worry,
I
don't
always
worry.
have,
It's
I
already
always have
cracked
this
anyway.
phobia that will crack.
But because this is unprocessed,
Yeah.
this is unprocessed, so
Oh, yeah,
you can
yeah.
see like all the debris,
Right, right.
and maybe perhaps there's like big stones, and then during
Right.
the firing it just blow out, just like
Okay.
So when it blows out, the danger is that it blows out
Yeah.
other things.
Yes,
In the same
yeah.
kiln, then it spoils everything else.
But it's
Oh,
actually quite
Okay.
beautiful process.
that's interesting. Yeah.
These are students' work.
Yeah,
Still,
these are
students'
student-
work.
Yeah, all of
Okay.
okay, when I say students, it's like
Yeah.
anyone who joins the class.
Okay.
Yeah.
My studio, they come and just have a relaxing time at the studio.
Yeah.
So they range from like 10 years old
Yeah.
to
10 years old.
9 years
Yeah,
old
9 years old.
9 years old. Wow.
to
9 years old.
adults
Oh.
It's
to
a
senior citizens.
She's into
Right.
a mythical creature.
mythical.
Mythical creature.
So
Yes.
you can see how beautiful
Yeah.
the creations are.
Okay. So you all take in students as well, Mia and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tukan. Okay. Boys and girls.
Boys and
Not boys and girls.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Adults and children.
Yeah.
Adults and
Mostly
children.
adults.
Young and old. Yes. Yeah. These are students' work. If you want to learn pottery, look for Mia. Look for
Tucson.
Tusan. And look for
Dr. Franca.
Dr. Franca.
You know, want
Yeah.
to know more about the prehistoric pottery? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, this.
From their cliffs.
Oh, these are from Nia Caves.
So these
These are
are replicas,
Replicas.
and shapes inspired by Nia. What you'll see is that actually they're all very, very pale in comparison to everything else. And that the color difference is because these haven't been fired.
Yeah, this is all
They're
unfired.
still raw clay. The only piece here this has been very, very lightly fired. And this piece originally looked very much like these. And this piece
Yeah.
was
Somebody
taken to
dropped it.
no. This is the reality of ceramics, particularly prehistoric and early ceramics.
Right.
Often you have a failure rate of 50% to 75%.
Yeah.
And so this is a piece that we took to Nangasumpa, and it was fired in a bonfire firing using the traditional techniques, and it broke during the firing.
Wow.
But what's important for us is that we can see the construction, how it works. So after it was fired, you can see it became more bright orange. But the brown color that we see on here is what comes from a bark infusion. So they take a local form of bark which is high in resin, soak it in water, and then the pot, when it comes out the kiln, is put into the water, and that gives it this shiny glaze. And this is what
see.
makes pots like this, after firing, resemble the ones that we get out of Nia. This is what a lot of the Nia pots look very like this, with this dark brown and black.
Yeah. Also, it's like a glaze,
Yes, it's an
pot, yeah.
organic glaze.
organic glaze.
Yeah, so pots
You mean,
like this
you mean
have.
these are also glaze?
This is a real form. This is what we call an inorganic glaze.
What kind of chemicals do you use?
So this is made from basically the effect is a form of glass. You take quartz and you take sand, you mix it with a flux, which is a chemical that lowers the melting temperature, which allows it to melt and form a glass on the surface.
I see.
So that is
I
an
see.
inorganic.
Inorganic,
And this
yeah.
one, it comes from a natural product. So in some parts of Sarawak, they use damar resin and they melt it on the surface. Here, they're using a high resin bark in an infusion and plunging it in to get the result like this.
Oh, what tree does it come from? The bark?
Samak tree.
Samak.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Samak tree.
Samak tree.
Yeah.
SAMAK.
Yeah, Samak. But at the moment, they only have a few pieces of tree left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right?
going extinct
It's going to extinct very, very soon.
Right.
because they flooded the entire Batang Air
Yeah.
dam
Yeah.
as well.
Hmm.
So all the
That's interesting.
old trees are gone.
Oh. Also, the tree is extinct now.
It's going to be. There are
Going
only
to
like
be. Going to
probably
be.
about 5 in the whole village now.
Wow.
Do we
Watch
find
out,
it anywhere
friends
else?
out
No,
there.
only
Very
there.
big tree.
Don't ever kill a samak tree, okay? Yeah.
You can
We need
identify
bark.
We need the bark, yeah. Yes. Right. And let's just take a look and see who has come in and say hi to us. Or maybe Jared, you go through yours.
Okay.
Let's just say hi to everybody.
Let me see.
Hi to everybody. Yeah. Facebook.
Right here.
Yeah. We'll just, yeah. So, yeah, we're here today at this Sarawak Steamship Company building. This building, Restaurant Budaya,
Which one is it?
Sarawak. Yes. No. Different.
Give me another one.
Another one.
Okay.
Just local, yeah, no ID.
Oh, no, this one.
No. No, don't. Not here. LOKHERE. Yep, got it. This one.
This one.
Yeah. Let's see who has come in.
This
And
one. Okay.
let's see who has
Hi
come
everyone.
in. Yeah, let's see who has come in.
Okay. Yeah.
Paul Lau,
We need the box.
Salvia. Hi, Salvia. Paul Lau. Yeah, Dr. Paul Lau.
Come in and say hi to us.
Molly Ong.
Or maybe
Hi,
Jared.
Christina Ting. Jordan Hu.
Let's just say hi.
Naima. Hi, Naima Saleh. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just
Thank you everybody for coming in, for joining me on Facebook Live. And I would like to invite all of you to come here and view our artists producing all these artifacts. Yeah. And what is this?
bricks.
It's a brick, yeah?
Yeah. So in general, what happened is most of the migrant Chinese
Yeah.
who came from China, they started off as brick makers in Sarawak, in Kuching, and after that they discovered that they can make utilitarian wares, and that's why you have all the bowls and the spittoons, medicinal parts, and from there it developed. So this is actually a timeline of how the pottery industry in Kuching developed from
Yeah.
utilitarian wares or bricks all the way down to ornamental
Right.
souvenirs.
You know, when I look at this brick, it reminds me of those poorly constructed bricks or poorly burned bricks sold in the market today, which makes our building leaks. Whenever it rains, the wall gets splashed with rain. The water will just seep in because the bricks are not well made
Fired.
and fired, maybe. You know?
These are so densely fired.
Yeah. So, if only we can get this kind of bricks today, I'm sure there's a lot of developers and people who, who build houses. They won't mind to pay a bit more to get this kind of bricks. You know?
Looks more
These bricks will never leak. Yeah, no matter how heavy the rain is. Today we have to use poorly constructed bricks and then paint it with, what do you call it?
Weatherborne.
Weather shield, which gives us only a guarantee of 5 to 7 years, and after that, what happens?
It's still
You
porous.
you still
One-
porous.
The
yeah.
other thing that is a factor why is because of the time they fire the item.
Yeah.
Because if
That's
they fire it fast, it doesn't reach the temperature, but it changes its form already. It's already solid, but it's not dense enough. It doesn't. It's still very porous.
Right.
And so if you fire it longer, means you require a longer time and a lot more resources. So the price goes up. So that's why they fire it lower so that it's cheaper and they can make more. So
Yes.
that's one of the reasons.
That's right. Wow, very nice.
Say hi to
Yes.
Christina.
Hi, Christina, Asman, Shukri, Dr. Wee.
Wow, Dr. Wee.
Hey, our mayor is in here as well. Our mayor is in here as well. So, And Deuce, Kusan,
Hi,
Peach.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Adrian.
Wow.
Tunku Faisal. Christina Ting. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming and joining us on Facebook Live. And Dato Wee Hong Seng, I'm in your territory, I know. Yeah, I just came in to have a taste of the ice cream, but I ended up in this shop. Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
and see our
I haven't. I haven't.
Dato' Wee to come.
Yeah. Hey, come and see.
Come and see.
Yeah. And bring your friends along. Yeah. Yes.
Your
Okay.
territory.
Right. Mhm. And this is these are
More famous people.
more famous people, which means that
This is so,
Pioneer.
so
which means that
Fountain.
they are not around anymore.
some are not around.
Michael Lim is still around.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Right.
Fountain.
And
Uh-huh.
Li
Lee Hock
Hock
Kia. Oh, they're okay.
Cai Hong Zhong.
These are
The Cai Hong Zhong.
Chai Wen-zhong,
okay. Right.
Stephanie Eng.
Oh, Stephanie.
Stephanie Eng.
Oh,
Okay.
what glaze she used?
And I remember.
Oh, it's nice.
Very beautiful.
Do you have a Dayak Iban
Over the
yeah,
kitchen.
the Iban warriors or something? I think they are the ones who made all these pots in those early days, isn't it?
These are the Iban pots.
Oh, these are the Iban pots,
They
yeah.
were made by
In those-
women in the past.
Huh? Oh, these they are made by. Oh,
They're using the bead.
this
The beater.
Traditionally, they're made by women rather than men usually. And
Why the men are lazier?
They made the hunting.
traditional.
Oh,
So these are
tradition, right.
handmade, and these are the ones which start out with. We have a selection of the tools actually to do this
Yeah.
down here.
Oh, these are the
Start
tools. Yeah.
With a
this-
piece of clay,
Yeah.
make a hole in it, and then you use the paddle to stretch the clay.
Right.
But the difference of this is that you would use a rattan ring like this to support
Yeah.
the neck of the pot so that you can stretch the clay whilst
Yeah.
holding the neck at the right shape,
Right.
which is how it allows us to make forms like this. So you
Yeah.
create a cup shape of clay, put the rattan ring in,
Yeah.
and then from there stretch the clay from inside. So what you would do is holding your paddle on the outside. So this is called the paddle, and this is called the anvil. And the pot would sit on your hand, and you would turn the pot on your hand, hitting on the outside, using the texture part of the paddle, which would split up the surface and allow the pot to stretch and become larger. And then eventually, as the space inside the pot gets larger, you move from the small
Yeah.
to the larger,
Right.
all the time stretching it with the carved part of the paddle.
Wow.
How do you call that? How do you call that round thing?
That's the anvil.
Amber.
This one.
Anvil. So it's the same thing a blacksmith would use to hit the iron.
The hole,
Yes.
yeah, and
So
hit.
yes, so it's the paddle
Yeah.
and anvil technique.
No,
and Sarawak is one of the only places in the world that was using this up until the 1960s.
1960.
Right.
Yeah, in comparison, say the Philippines,
Yeah.
most of Indonesia,
Right.
they got the potter's wheel a lot earlier. And Sarawak was one of the last places in the world where we actually use this as a forming technique
Yeah.
rather than just a decoration technique.
Right. And I'm curious now. Yeah. When you use a small bowl,
Yeah,
this is heavy.
yeah.
And when you want to change the big bowl, how do you take your hand out from the
Here.
pot?
You see? We've already,
Yeah.
your clay stretches and you use the rattan rings like this.
Yeah.
So for
But
it to be practical.
this one is a big bowl, big
yeah,
bowl.
This one used to be wider
Yeah.
when it's still
When it's still wet,
wet.
it's
Wet.
bigger.
And then
Okay,
as you
okay.
paddle it, and then obviously when you fire it, it shrinks a little.
I see.
You can see
Okay, right.
the lumps.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the mark of the anvil.
Right. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. And who is this?
This is made by Nabila.
Nabila. Right. Wow. She's done it quite well as well. Very well. Yeah.
It looks like her.
And
though.
it's not fired, I think.
It's fired.
Fired,
Yeah.
It's fired.
It's not fired. It's fired.
It's fired.
Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Right. Okay. And this one looks different. This one. Yeah.
It's joint.
This one.
The joint here.
1976.
1976.
Yeah. Those were the days when we were
Sandbus.
very famous with Sarawak pottery.
Yeah.
Like every
Okay.
tourist that come here,
Yeah.
they have to bring back pottery as a
Wow.
souvenir.
Right.
So this piece
And
is
this-
actually when they do, they do 3 parts
Yeah.
and they
They join them together. But then the lines are very fine. I mean,
the carving.
yeah, the
Precise.
carving, they're very
A
fine.
lot of experience and
Yeah. This is an interesting,
are nice as
very
well.
nice.
Yeah. This black glaze is actually a native of Sarawak. I mean,
Yeah.
we are the only one that actually developed this kind of black glazes.
You are the one who developed it.
No. My family, my father.
Your father.
It's actually from the mud from river, and they mix it with ash, they mix it with iron oxide to get the color,
To get the black.
get the black. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you painted. No.
Yeah, they dip the whole thing.
Yeah.
They glaze it. The whole thing is in black, and the
And then they
the
carve
girls
it.
will actually do the carving. Yeah.
Right.
And this piece is done by his sister.
Your sister did this piece.
We're back in
Oh.
the 80s, I think.
Wow. Oh, she's famous.
Yeah, those days. And everyone that does pottery were they're all famous at that point of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're still practicing that.
I
you
doing
just-
it
I just-
a slightly
I just
different
saw-
way
yeah.
because it's more sculpture than pots.
Right. Yes. Okay, well done, well done. Yeah,
This
interesting.
part is actually the history of
History.
the development of clay,
Clay.
from
Sarawak.
pots to decorative.
Interesting, yeah. My friends out there, come along. Come along. Not just the Friday night and the Saturday night for dinner. You come along and enjoy these exhibitions and learn about the history of clay and pot making in Sarawak.
In Sarawak.
Am I right? Yes.
Right.
Yeah, come over. Bring your children over. Yeah, I think it will be a good educational tour for these young people. Register them and they'll have fun digging for artifacts out there. Register your child, okay? That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jarrod. Thank you, Tucson. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Dr. Franca. And now I'm ready for my ice cream. Right. Yeah.
You want another one?
I'm ready for my ice cream. Let's go for my ice cream.
Get the bandung.
Come. And that's where you have the ice cream. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. This is the ice cream place, eh? Yeah. I'll have just order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ice creams. Give me 6 ice creams.
You want coffee, tesi, ros bandung?
Everything. Just mix them.
Just mix this
Yeah.
mix.
Shall we? Shall we use this? Shall we use this?
You can.
Yeah, come, let's, so that we can, yeah, 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 6, yeah. We'll have 6 ice creams, yeah, 6, yeah, 6. Okay. Come, let's sit down and enjoy our ice cream. Yeah.
You may sit down here.
Right, we'll sit down right here. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So that's how it's done. Yeah. Yeah.
This one dining experience
Yeah.
that is different from the normal one.
Yeah. Tell me more about your society, about your organization, and how did you all set this up? I mean, who is the naughty boy or the naughty girl?
Naughty boy.
Oh, right, yeah. Tell me more about how did you end up doing all this? I mean,
Okay, basically I am a landscape architect, but I did pottery in Singapore as a hobby. And when I came back to Kuching, I wanted to just do something which is different. So I started to reignite my passion for pottery.
Right.
And I had my own studio, and after that I found people who are interested, and I found Dr. Franca,
Yeah.
I found Mia, Jared came along, and we just started making stuff.
Yeah.
But we also started having conversations about the different things we believed about clay and ceramics, and I think that was
Correct.
really where we started having more ideas at that point.
Correct.
Right. Wow. I can see there's a lot of passion in here. There's a lot of love for art and
History.
history and clay
Development.
making.
Development
Yeah.
of clay and trying to basically ignite
Yeah.
the spark of pottery industry in Sarawak.
Heritage.
It's a heritage because it is a heritage.
It is a
which is
heritage.
not, nobody has tried to revive it or bring it back to its former glory.
Yeah.
And it is a unique heritage at that.
It's very unique.
Very unique. The
Yeah.
techniques, the traditions,
Yeah.
the historic designs, but also the use within the indigenous populations up until the later 20th century. This makes it unique globally.
Right. And Dr. Franca, I know you have been to many countries. Yeah. What do you think of Sarawak?
Oh, I love Sarawak.
That answers everything.
Exactly.
That's what I was.
I moved here.
Yeah.
That was a choice.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying that, they come to Sarawak, not too big, not too small. You have everything you need.
Exactly.
And the people are friendly,
Yes,
I think.
exactly. People are very
Yeah.
friendly.
Thank you.
Thank you so
We
much.
welcome you, Dr. Franca.
Thank you.
And thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for your contribution.
Oh, thank you so
To
much.
all these art pieces, your work here, and the friends you meet, the children and the students that you bring up. Yeah. Yes. So you teach, Dr. Franca?
I teach and I also work at Sarawak Museum.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a consultant for conservation and archaeology at Sarawak Museum.
Right. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you.
Come, let's enjoy. What is this?
This is teh tarik. This is
Teh tarik, coffee,
and bandung.
Bandung. Yeah, I'll go for the bandung. Yeah, I'll go. And it's in clay pots. In clay pots made by
Tusen.
Tusen.
Yeah, these are wheel made. So he.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna enjoy my ice cream.
Do you need a spoon or something?
Yeah. Gonna enjoy.
Tusen was going to get some.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me go and find.
Okay. Tusen could get some spoon.
Ah,
Is it nice?
very nice.
This one
this
is
is
rose.
Rose
flavor.
bandung.
Roast bandung.
Rose bandung.
Rose
and they have
bandung,
coffee. And also
tea.
tea.
Tasty.
I
Yeah.
tried the tasty just now. I
Yeah.
want to try.
Come here. Come.
Sure,
We have enjoyed our ice cream. Friends out there, my beautiful friends out there, 亲爱的观众们, selamat petang kepada penonton saya petang ini. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You can sit here.
Yeah. Datanglah waterfront. Datanglah. What do you call this place again?
Restaurant Budaya
Restoran Budaya Sarawak. Dan
Cuba ice cream.
datanglah coba ice cream lah.
And see the exhibit.
Yeah. Yeah. Tengok exhibition. Yeah. 来参观我这个什么展览？怎么
陶艺展览。
陶艺展览？
陶艺展览
我们大家来参观陶艺展览，享受 ice cream。Yeah. 这是 Sarawak ice cream 吧？应该是 Sarawak 做的 ice cream。
Made in house.
Yeah. Thank you very much for being with me this afternoon. I welcome you all to come. Welcome you all to dine on Friday and Saturday. And I welcome you to test Sarawak ice cream on a clay pot.
On a clay pot.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you later.
Dr. Franca,
Thank you.
Mia, Tusan, the naughty boy.
Naughty
Gerald
boy,
Gong. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. See you.
Bye-bye.